Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. What is going to happen in the crypto realm in the next 3 days is going to be the biggest event that mankind has ever seen. Some are predicting that we will pump it, while others are predicting that we will dump it. Who knows what will happen? Nothing is known at this time. Take a look at this 11-location Bitcoin exchange-traded funds (ETFs) will be ready for approval in 3 days. Is everyone prepared? Just because I'm pumped up, isn't it? This is something that the crypto realm has never seen before. Therefore, you guys are in for a first. I assure you, my friends, XRP will not fall behind. Now is the time to get ready. According to Justin's projections, the XRP ETF application will arrive in April, the very month you've mentioned time and time again, which is intriguing timing, to say the least, because there's a chance that the launch may happen before the year ends. Do you agree? Will an exchange-traded fund, ETF, be introduced for XRP? Guys, definitely so. I will. If it goes through, and it happens before Ethereum goes through, XRP is going to have a tremendous explosion. I'm considering this possibility after Ethereum. Possibly, you really could. Why? Holy cow. How would you describe that to me? Do you agree? How about honesty? What is Ripple? 1 XRP ETP. Listen, guys, according to reports, these apps will also be live shortly. All of them will soon be selling XRP products. I don't know when this was taken, but it was probably not long ago. Oh, sure. What did they understand that the general population does not? Alternatively, the people working in retail? Oh, my goodness. I thought they were all being aggressive, perhaps covertly, or at least in an effort to maintain secrecy. Regarding XRP this year, isn't that correct? By the way, did you hear about Grayscale repurchasing their XRP? We are the only ones doing that, so if you agree, hit that like button and share this video while it's coming. It is now arriving rapidly. If I'm not mistaken, each of you has exactly 21 shares of Ripple XRP ETP exchange-traded products, ETPs. So, all of them are going to be relevant shortly, okay? Which is, to put it mildly, intriguing. Now, though, look at this, alright. Because of this, whenever we bring up XRP, we should mention Ethereum-based products twice as much as XRP. Last year, Ethereum received only $78 million in inflows, while XRP received $18 million. These products provide short exposure to Bitcoin. True, 18 million. Well, that's definitely out of this world, but hey, at least it's something. I don't see why a lot more capital hasn't poured into the space just now. Bitcoin is currently king, but it requires the SEC's approval before institutions can pour money into the market like never before. So, what will happen? Well, this $1.5 trillion ETF prediction has a severe snowball impact on XRP. Just a moment, please, on XRP, okay? In the second video, gentlemen, regarding today's griddlers, we simply confirmed that 123 is a valid risk factor. This is really important, you know? What does a $1.5 trillion ETF forecast imply, and what does the snowball effect imply? We get quite serious about this in the second video. Given the current trajectory of events, it will only grow in size. Do you agree? This is why I say they're coming out, it's like a snowball effect, you guys. Before the collapse, they are considering releasing ETFs. If predictions come true, the market valuation of Bitcoin might reach $1.5 trillion by the year's end, according to experts. Oh my, that's really nice. God, that's ridiculous. Do you agree? However, it's likely to be significantly greater. Who knows, maybe XRP may steal some Bitcoin from the guys at some point. It seems like XRP USD is the last coin to experience a price increase before the Bitcoin ETFs go live, setting off a chain reaction that will be explosive for all of the coins involved. BlackRock has set aside $2 billion for their Bitcoin ETF launch. Asana and Joe are great for the first week, and they have $2 billion ready to influence the market. They are estimating that $12 to $15 billion will flow into the market in the first week, or 5 trading days, following the Bitcoin ETF launch. Excuse me, but which guys actually print how much on Tether? $1 billion every day, or every 3 days or something like that, right? From time to time. Aren't we talking about a plethora of those 12 to 15 billion guys? If so much money pours into the cryptocurrency market, particularly Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin will inevitably rise, as this guy is betting on. In my opinion, I don't think we'll be able to sell the news event to you people. It took us a while to pump, and now we're not sure what will happen before we dump. Guys, all I can say is that it's going to be incredibly unpredictable. Because this kind of occurrence has never happened before, everyone should exercise extreme caution right now. Be extremely cautious at this time. 11 issuers will be competing with each other, which may sound like a lot. Absolutely correct. 11 distinct organizations received 11 distinct differences. The total value of assets managed by 11 issuers is $15 trillion, with $15 billion representing merely a fraction of that total. God, that's ridiculous. What the hey, we only need a fraction of that much, dudes, and Kryptos will set a new record. I think a lot of rich people who are clients of one of the 11 issuers have already made a deal with the investment fund to put X% of their money into a Bitcoin ETF the very first week it's available, you know? Very much so. It appears like a substantial amount of money, whether it's $2 billion or a few billions, will be coming in. Speculative Bitcoin ETFs will have inflows of more than $3.5 billion in the first week, correct? You guys are still dealing with a substantial sum of money, so naturally prices will be going up from here on out. A mutual funds ETF, the explanation given by Alex Becker as to why the ETF is not a sell signal is straightforward. Thus, is it possible that this is the case? Quite maybe. Take a look at this self-custody thing, guys. Assume the role of a pension fund manager for retirees. I, along with most others, am not comfortable with the idea of self-custody tens of millions of dollars. Very much so. This is something we have already discussed on there. To the guys from yesterday's video, correct? We can all agree that no one under the age of 6 is going to attempt to purchase Bitcoin via an exchange. No, I'm wondering if they'll use an ETF. Bringing on as many people as possible is a brilliant move, you guys. They also won't just leave their money on Coinbase, believe me. Very much so. Who uses Coinbase anyway? If you're not skilled, it's actually rather challenging, guys. I see. Is it necessary to have a basic wallet, Assam? Perhaps not. Do you agree? Possibly so? Here we are, at the point where I still have no idea what became of Poly Sound, have we? However, Medico does involve these specific individuals. So that you can understand how intriguing Ripple is, that was Ripple's original thought. Do you agree? Quite astute. For this very reason, Medico may be the target. No one is aware. But I believe it is. Right now. Is that it? What are the options for a typical manager overseeing numerous clients or an individual looking to diversify their portfolio with substantial Bitcoin holdings? They don't, that's why we have the ETF. Do you agree? As a result, the world's wealthiest people can invest actively in a method that suits them best. Sure, really easy, gentlemen. In fact, at that particular moment, you are not required to do anything. Simply allow the clients or managers to handle everything on your behalf. Number 65-year-old managing a $10 million portfolio is going to hold $500,000 worth of Bitcoin in their own name, and no asset manager managing 20 to 100 clients at once is going to hold $500,000 worth of Bitcoin in their own name, either. What about ETFs, which will make Bitcoin an everyday asset? Most funds and portfolios, though, will only hold a small fraction of that $10 million, maybe like 2% or 5%. 10%, which is going to increase the value of Bitcoin, which is fascinating. Within ETFs, this isn't a sell signal, rather, It heralds the start of a constant infusion of capital into the asset class from the world's wealthiest individuals, goddess included. This is the reason it's so stunning, isn't it? What this means for Bitcoin beyond 50-60 crypto game worth $70,000 is about to explode at that point. Will everything be okay? It's going to be really amazing, honestly, because XRP should be everything, guys. I hope the chances continue to work in your favor, because they are. This order block is a good place to start wagering that Bitcoin will drop in price, so let the games begin. People are shorting the cryptocurrency at a level between 44.5k and 45k, so they're betting that the price will drop. Because of the high level of risk involved, I am not doing anything right now, you guys. If Bitcoin is XRP, then why don't these individuals ever ask why? Former PayPal president Justin claims that Bitcoin is the commerce of the generational gender. There will be no delay in the ETF, I promise you. When our time comes, we will know it. If there is an immediate loss of file to DC, it will be a denial breaking the DC rule court finding in favor of Grayskull. You and the SEC will get to know this person pretty well and see the greatest beating in SEC history. What else could they possibly want, gods? Without a doubt, in other words, they might really decide to accept it in the next days, right? Well, we ought to be. Should we be held responsible, then? I believe so. Why? Because XRP investors are sending letters to the SEC, claiming that the agency has destroyed lives by manipulating the XRP coin. The SEC counters by saying that they aren't joking, but that they are manipulating. On the same day that he sued Ripple, causing XRP to crash, conflicts of interest were also mentioned, with former staff B. Hinman receiving $60 million and Ethereum Goswell facing the prospect of destruction or death. Their agency is already in shambles. I can almost feel their dismissal from this position coming on. Once again, what the hey? Their new role is on the horizon. At this time, there is no more compelling investing story than Bitcoin, according to the Financial Times. In such case, what does it imply? You guys are already promoting to the masses, so you can imagine the fear of missing out, FOMO, that will ensue. The SEC has even cautioned people not to FOMO in the coming days, or whatever. Due to the incredible dominance of emotion, it is likely that people will continue to ask why. This, in turn, causes everything to pump, and the boats to rise. Bitcoin is my New Year's resolve, as you can see in this extremely positive piece in today's Financial Times. I am aware of the risks, but I want to take some nonetheless. Dude, it's all over the place. Promoting it to the general public is essentially the same thing, isn't it? Honestly, I never expected to see you today. It was bound to happen eventually, anyhow. This is a fun fact to know if it's going to be the new finish. Google searches for Bitcoin ETF have skyrocketed. Usually, when things skyrocket, it's a sign of impending doom. However, this time seems different. Previous news about ETFs was about futures, so they could cut them significantly. Now, they have to maintain a 1-to-1 ratio. Long term, I can see it being great, but short term, it's going to be very volatile. So, what's plan B? Finally, we're waiting for red, which means that investing in cryptocurrencies is at its most riskiest. Following these hues, we should observe red, signaling that Bitcoin's value is skyrocketing. Everything, even XRP and theorems, is going parabolic. I am fully prepared, so are you all. Looks like we've been waiting a long time, everyone. Let us be ready, and may the crypto community, as a whole, be blessed with favorable circumstances. This is going to be a breeze when we meet up. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.